Get ready for The Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's dedicated update show. Events, businesses, and people. Anything and anyone causing a ripple in the community. And now, let's dive in to The Splash Live.
Hello and welcome back to The Splash Live, keeping Greater West Bloomfield news close to home. Your latest news, stories, and updates from across the Greater West Bloomfield area. It is your first place, number one go-to source for the latest news and updates in West Bloomfield Township, Keego Harbor, Orchard Lake Village, and Sylvan Lake, or as we like to call it, the Greater West Bloomfield area. I'm Tyler Kieft alongside Dayan Chaaban, and thank you for joining us as you do each and every day of your work week on Comcast Channel 15 and on AT&T Channel 99. In addition, you can always find us on our website on CivicCenterTV.com, live and on demand in high definition. All of our content always on CivicCenterTV.com. You can also keep up to date with us on social media, on Facebook at Civic Center TV 15 and on YouTube as well at Civic Center TV. If you follow us and like us on Facebook, subscribe to us and hit that bell icon on YouTube, you'll get updates in your feed each and every day with our latest videos and other stories from across the Greater West Bloomfield area. And you can always keep up to date with The Splash Live on the radio on 89.3 Lakes FM and on lakesfm.com, our 24-hour-a-day, 7-day per week live simulcast of Civic Center TV programming is always with you on the radio. So whether you're at home, watching on your TV, watching on your laptop at the office, or you're tuning in on the road, you're always going to have Greater West Bloomfield's latest news and updates right there with you across our local community. A really nice weather week is ahead for us here in the Greater West Bloomfield area. All kicks off today. Your high today, 34, and a low of 29. Going to be partly cloudy, and this is really for the next couple of days the most cloud cover we're expecting to see, other than for a periodic time tomorrow morning. Tuesday, high of 39, low of 26, mostly sunny early morning. That eventually turns to be a little bit cloudy around mid-morning, late morning, about 11 a.m. We see some clouds come in, but those part by early to mid-afternoon, around 2 o'clock. It'll be partly cloudy and then sunny the rest of the day, including that evening commute around 5 p.m. So nice sunny ride home on Tuesday night. And then Wednesday, high of 36, low of 25 degrees, partly sunny to mostly sunny all throughout the day. One of those days you'll see a lot less clouds than you would normally during this time of the year, and a really nice change of pace from the weather over the past couple of weeks throughout the Greater West Bloomfield area. So much making headlines across our local area on this Monday in Greater West Bloomfield. A holiday fundraiser in Keego Harbor raised over $140,000 for a number of local charities. We'll tell you about the event, as well as a little bit about many of the charities that benefited from this event. The West Bloomfield Police Department welcomed new recruits after they graduated the Oakland Community College Police Academy over the weekend. We'll tell you more about that coming up in a little bit. Plus, how you can also join the West Bloomfield Police Department team. They are hiring right now. We'll give you information on the job availability, some of the excellent opportunities that are available through the West Bloomfield Police Department, and where to go to apply for those jobs. A West Bloomfield High School football star has been awarded a prestigious state award for his performance on the defensive side of the ball. We'll tell you more about what award Brandon Davis Swain won in just a little bit. Plus, West Bloomfield Middle School swim team stars are off to a very hot start to their 2023-2024 season. We'll introduce you to them in a little while and introduce you to the new chief of police in the city of Orchard Lake Village. Chief Jeffrey Gomez will join us on the program today as we welcome him into Orchard Lake, and we welcome a new rabbi to Temple Kol Ami in West Bloomfield Township. We'll introduce you to their new rabbi who they installed just last weekend. Holiday lighting season is well underway in Sylvan Lake, and some friendly competition also underway. We'll tell you how to join in on that competition and how to even add your holiday lighting to a list of many other light displays all throughout Oakland County through Oakland County's local blog. The West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce has an exciting week ahead. This week, Wednesday, their holiday party is coming up. Their Not So White Elephant holiday party. How you can participate and help out a lot of people in our local area in the process. Then, coming up, mark your calendars, West Bloomfield Education Foundation Casino Night is coming back. We'll give you the date and how you can get tickets right now for one of the most fun nights of the early year every single calendar year. Plus, plenty more stories from all across the greater West Bloomfield area. More of Greater West Bloomfield's very own news show is coming up. Stay with us. The Splash Live will continue after this.
We'll be right back with The Splash Live. Want to enjoy Civic Center TV on your social media? Follow us on Twitter at Civic Center TV. Get notified when we upload one of our interviews, full episodes, and more. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM.
1 in 4 Michigan homes has high levels of radon, a naturally occurring radioactive gas known to cause lung cancer. It doesn't matter where you live or what type of home you have. You won't even know it's there unless you test. So don't wait. Testing is cheap and easy. And if there's a problem, it's simple to fix. Visit michigan.gov/radon to learn more.
We took action. Will you?
When you have a gambling problem, you have a money problem. Don't let your gambling cause you financial hardship. If you or someone you love is struggling with gambling, we can help. Get free confidential counseling and win your life back. Learn more at michigan.gov/problemgambling.
Take a break and tune in to The Splash Live on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. Join Tyler Kieft and Dayan Chaaban as they go through headlines, events, and update you on the day-to-day in Oakland County. Catch us live weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Watch us on demand at civiccentertv.com. Or watch us on TV at Comcast Channel 15 or AT&T at Channel 99. Find local municipal meetings at our program schedule on civiccentertv.com. Find when your meetings air live or when they're replaying on our Civic Center TV live stream. Find it all at civiccentertv.com and click schedule at the top of the screen. And now, back to The Splash Live.
Welcome back to the Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show. It is your number one source in the Greater West Bloomfield area for news that is close to home in Keego Harbor, Orchard Lake Village, Sylvan Lake, and of course, West Bloomfield Township. I'm Tyler Kieft alongside Dayan Chaaban, and the previous weekend kicked off with a really fun event at the Lodge Grill and Bar in Keego Harbor. Killer's Christmas, which is put on by the Tom Kowalski Foundation each and every year, raised a whole lot of cash for a number of great local organizations supporting our kids in a number of different capacities. Over $140,000 raised. In fact, $142,000 were raised at this year's event in Keego Harbor that supports Team Joseph battling muscular dystrophy, our Children's Fund, which helps to provide resources to kids in the West Bloomfield School District, Defeat the Label, which helps to address bullying in our local area through bullying awareness and anti-bullying advocacy campaigns, and the Downtown Boxing Gym as well, supporting educational enrichment for kids in Detroit through boxing. As you're seeing on your screen on civiccentertv.com, a lot of local celebrities there, ML Elric and Craig Monroe among those. We saw some pictures earlier on of Woody Woodruff. Here's Erica Francis from Fox 2 and so many others there. We saw Jennifer Hammond earlier on. There's Woody, and all of which were celebrity bartenders. And it was a packed house, as always, at this event. A really fun time in Keego Harbor. And great to bring these things, Dayan, into our community. And not only because of the way it benefits so many nonprofit organizations and local charities, including the Tom Kowalski Foundation and its partners, but just to have this sort of holiday cheer and good being spread spread from right here in the greater West Bloomfield area.
Tyler, it looked like it was a lot of fun. I mean, you can see by the pictures, people are having so much fun, learning more from these celebrity bartenders, people that we see usually on our TV or here on our way homes, right in our cars. So it looked like it was a great event, a great networking event, and a great way to meet those celebrities and have a chat with them, apart from, as you mentioned, giving out to these foundations, amazing foundations that are doing so much in our community.
Yeah, after I left the studio on Friday, I was at one of our local gyms, and I looked up at the screen. They were playing the local news from 2, 4, and 7, and there's Jennifer Hammond, who was later a celebrity bartender at that event, doing her on-site report for Fox 2, and it was already a packed house. That was pretty early on. It was maybe an hour or two into that, so no surprise that they did a great job once again this year, raising over $140,000 to support many local charities, including a couple that are based right here in the greater West Bloomfield area. You can always learn more information about the Killers Christmas event and other ways you can support the Tom Kowalski Foundation and these other 4 charities that they help to support each and every year with this event by visiting killercares.org or their Facebook page at Killer Cares. Across town, right next door to us at the West Bloomfield Police Department, they're welcoming in a couple new employees on this Monday in greater West Bloomfield. Over the weekend, 2 new recruits from the West Bloomfield Police Department officially graduated from the Oakland Community College Police Academy. This was the 155th graduating class of the academy. You're seeing officers from a number of different departments, including a couple from right here in West Bloomfield Township, officially earning their badges over the weekend. And great support, too, from their colleagues at the West Bloomfield Police Department. Many of our local leaders in the police department, including Chief Michael Patton, who you're seeing on your screen in the middle in this particular picture on Civic Center TV.com, welcoming these 2 new recruits to West Bloomfield. So as you see them throughout the community, give them a heartfelt welcome to the community as they put in a lot of hard work and officially earned their badges at the Arena on the campus of Oakland University over the weekend. Diane, good to see some fresh new faces coming into the West Bloomfield Police Department. We know that some of the veterans of the department are moving on to either other positions or have retired, and the police department welcoming in some new recruits and some new faces for us to meet in our local community.
Well, first of all, congratulations to our new recruits. I bet they're going to really enjoy working with with the West Bloomfield Police Department. It's such a great environment to work in, and the people, as you mentioned, Tyler, it is a community-based policing right here in our area, and they do integrate a lot with the people. They do a lot of events with the people, so I really hope that they do enjoy this. And again, as you mentioned, Tyler, if you are out in the community and you notice these 2 new officers, then congratulate them and make them feel welcome as we always do in this community. And Tyler, here's the thing, the police department is also hiring, so they want to welcome also new members to their police, to the West Bloomfield Police Department, and they are currently accepting applications right at this moment. So, and there's a lot of benefits that come with these applications. The pay goes up to $90,000 per year. There's also a bunch of benefits such as paid vacations and holidays, personal days off, insurance, dental insurance, and vision insurance, and basically life insurance and more. So there's a lot of benefits that comes with it in addition to working with this wonderful environment. For anybody who wants to know more about or learn more about these jobs, they can always visit wbtownship.org/jobs for more information, or send an email to the West Bloomfield Police Department at wbpd.org. Send an email to wbpd.recruiting@wbpolice.org. Again, it's wbpd.recruiting@wbpolice.org, or you can scan the QR code right now on our screen. You can pause our screen or go back to it, rewind it if you're watching us on YouTube, and scan that QR code for more information about the West Bloomfield Police recruiting and the jobs, West Bloomfield Police Department recruiting and jobs. Tyler, it's a great environment to work with, and there's so much benefits that comes with working for the West Bloomfield Police Department.
Yeah, serving your local community, if you're living in West Bloomfield or in one of the Tri-Cities, you have a chance to join a local police department, serve your local community, meet a lot of people out in the community. And Diane, we had a chance recently to have Kurt Lawson, currently the Deputy Police Chief of the West Bloomfield Police Department on the program here. Of course, we were talking to him about his impending exit in just a few weeks to become the new chief of police in Franklin and Bingham Farms over in his hometown. And, having those decades of service to our community and being out in the community, doing that community policing, as they say, getting to know people at the local organizations and businesses, at places of worship, just regular everyday citizens out and about at the grocery store or other places in the community. That's a huge part of this. And so it's an opportunity to get to know some of your neighbors, but also serve your community in the Public Safety Forum as well. Again, you can find information on all these jobs at wbtownship.org/jobs or send an email to wbpd.recruiting@wbpolice.org to get involved. We'll take a break on the Splash Live. On the other side, great accomplishments in athletics at West Bloomfield High School and throughout the West Bloomfield School District. A prestigious award handed out to one of our local athletes, and our swim team off to a hot start. We'll tell you more about that coming up next. More of Greater West Bloomfield news that's close to home on the Splash Live.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. This is Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. On cable and the radio. On the web too, and on social media. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiver.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
Missed one of our live broadcasts or one of your local municipal meetings? Check it out online at civiccentertv.com. Every meeting, show, and interview on demand. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. And now, back to the Splash Live.
Welcome back to the Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show. It's your #1 source for the latest news, information, and of course interviews with newsmakers across the Greater West Bloomfield community each and every day, keeping your local news close to home on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. I'm Tyler Kieft alongside Dayan Chaaban. We always invite you to keep up to date with us on our Facebook page at Civic Center TV 15 and on our website on civiccentertv.com. There you'll also find a link to our YouTube page, which has all the latest videos and archived videos too. A great historical look back at recent years in our community as well. Civic Center TV is our handle on YouTube. To search Greater West Bloomfield Civic Center TV or go to YouTube at Civic Center TV. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon after you hit that subscribe button. And every time you log into your YouTube, you'll have a notification about when we go live or when we post a new video. And you'll get emails with updates too about our team at Civic Center TV, all by subscribing for free, youtube.com at Civic Center TV. Right down the street from us at West Bloomfield High School, a prolific season for defensive end Brandon Davis Swain on the football field, and that was recognized over the weekend by State Champs Network of Michigan. Lauren Plant and company have been hard at work following along with Brandon and his play all throughout the season, as well as other prolific defensive players on the football field across the entire state of Michigan as they looked for their 2023 Anvil Award winner. That is for the most prolific defensive player, particularly on the defensive line for the season, or offensive linemen too have been in the running in the past, including last season where Amir Herring, West Bloomfield offensive lineman, now at the University of Michigan, was one of the candidates. But Brandon Davis Swain, arguably the greatest defensive lineman to ever play high school football just by the statistics alone, and he was recognized for an incredible 2023 season in which he had nearly 20 sacks and surpassed the record for the most career sacks in the history of Division I in the MHSAA. We have a video from last night's team banquet as Lauren Plant from State Champs Network presented Brandon with the 2023 Anvil Award. Let's take a look.
Iron sharpens iron. Well, this year you better believe it. It is my distinct pleasure on behalf of Hungry Howie's Pizza to present this year's 2023 State Champs Annual Award to West Bloomfield High School's Brandon Davis Swain.
Brandon winning the award, heading to Colorado to play for Deion Sanders next fall. A wildly successful career at West Bloomfield High School and an excellent 2023 season. Just this season alone, 91 tackles, 26 and a half of those being tackles for a loss, 19 sacks, and he also had a great season on the offensive side of the football, which is why even despite his commitment to Colorado being reaffirmed several times over, so many schools still trying to get Brandon Davis Swain to flip his recruitment and join them, because on the offensive side, nearly 450 yards of total offense and 8 touchdowns. Could not think of a more deserving player on the defensive side of the football than the Punisher for winning the Anvil Award, and Dayan showing how it's done in West Bloomfield Township with a prolific career and a great way to cap that off in the 2023 season.
Congratulations to Brandon. Of course, it is very expected, Tyler, and I'm seeing a lot more awards in his future, whether it's on the collegiate level and beyond. We hope to see a very bright future, and I'm surely we will see Brandon shine in the future. That's for sure. And he's not the only West Bloomfield School student that's shining, Tyler. We are also shining in different areas. Such as the swimming team. So the swimming team of the West Bloomfield Middle School swimming team opened up the regular season last week with 2 meets, and they won them both. They won 2-0, and it was all their win. All the smiles on their face says it all, Tyler. They've been winning ever since the beginning of the season, and they've been showing a great season coming ahead. So we're hoping that we will see more wins, and I'm sure that we will. Congratulations also to the West Bloomfield Middle School swimming team, showing us that West Bloomfield athletics is going on and shining in different areas and in different aspects.
Yeah, West Bloomfield High School, also their basketball teams are also off to a great start to their 2023 season. Volleyball came to a close along with football. So we talked about the fall season transitioning into the winter season. We're really at that point where these new teams for the winter season are emerging and are showing their might this season. West Bloomfield's girls basketball team, both the Davis twins, Summer and India, were ranked on MLive's top 25 players to watch across the state for 2023, and a lot of promise ahead all across the different disciplines and sports at West Bloomfield High School, and the middle schoolers challenging those high schoolers on the swim team going forward to step up their game, as these middle schoolers aren't too far away from taking those wins from the middle school to the high school, and all across the board, always going to be Lakers, as all of our schools now are going by the Laker moniker as we unite the West Bloomfield School District in the classroom and on the athletic fields, courts, and in the pool as well across the greater West Bloomfield community. We'll take a break on the Splash Live. On the other side, a new leader is in place in the Orchard Lake Police Department. We'll talk to their newly named Chief Jeffrey Gomez in just a little bit, and also talk about an ongoing issue with Chief Gomez in our local community involving larceny from automobiles, how you can keep your belongings and your car safe going forward, and so much more. Stay with us. More of Greater West Bloomfield news that's close to home coming up next on the Splash Live.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. Want to enjoy Civic Center TV on your social media? Follow us on Twitter at Civic Center TV. Get notified when we upload one of our interviews, full episodes, and more. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's a white people thing. You alright?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Take a break and tune in to The Splash Live on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. Join Tyler Kieft and Dayan Chaaban as they go through headlines, events, and update you on the day-to-day in Oakland County. Catch us live weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Watch us on demand at civiccentertv.com. Or watch us on TV at Comcast Channel 15 or AT&T at Channel 99. And now, back to The Splash, live.
Welcome back to The Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show. It's your stories from your hometown on your community media stations, Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. We thank you for joining us. I'm Tyler Kieft alongside Dayan Chaaban. You can always keep up to date with us each and every day on our social media, facebook.com at Civic Center TV 15 and on YouTube at Civic Center TV. Plus, we're also at Civic Center TV on Instagram and on Twitter. All that information can be found on our website on civiccentertv.com. Some changes in leadership recently in the city of Orchard Lake Village as now former Lieutenant Jeffrey Gomez was recently named the new Chief of Police for the city of Orchard Lake Village. Joining us now on the program is the newly named Chief Gomez from the city of Orchard Lake Village. Thank you so much for being with us and congratulations on your new job, Chief.
Thank you, Tyler. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, glad to have you on as you've been with the Orchard Lake Police Department for some time now, serving as a lieutenant and in other capacities with the department as well. So what's this transition been like for you going from that position of leadership to the top position of leadership in the department as the new chief?
To me, it's been pretty easy. I considered my role as lieutenant with the department here as kind of on-the-job training to eventually take over someday when Chief Nicholson retired, and I was able to do so. So the transition's been pretty smooth.
And you had mentioned Chief Nicholson, his retirement. He was the previous police chief. And before him, it was longtime Orchard Lake Police Chief Joe George, who was at your swearing-in ceremony, was able to put his former badge onto your uniform and anoint you as the new chief, as you're seeing on the screen on civiccentertv.com. For you, Chief, having that honor passed on to you from a longtime serving chief, how was that for you as someone that worked with Chief George for a number of years and now gets to take the influence he had on your career and make that same impact on this local community?
It was quite the honor, Tyler. I could think of no one else I would want to pin that badge on my chest. Chief George pushed me. Back when I started, I was a new officer when he took over as chief, and he asked me how I liked the job, and I remember telling him it's the greatest job in the world, and I still feel this way today. And I remember telling him several years later that I like patrol. I think I'll just be a patrol officer for my career. And he said, "Nope, I see more in you, and I'm going to push you." And he did. So under his leadership, I tested for sergeant and was promoted to sergeant back in 2020, and then worked my way up the ranks from there. So it was quite the honor to have Chief George here that night to pin one of his former badges on my chest.
And for you, Chief, that encouragement and that leadership that he presented to you, how is that influencing the way that you're going to be interacting with your new officers and those that are in your department now as they're pursuing advancing in their career, both in Orchard Lake or even beyond that in public service?
Well, he's certainly put an impression on this department, and there are certain aspects of his management style that I have certainly incorporated into mine. And I will be using those learning experiences to pass along to other officers to encourage them as well.
Chief Jeffrey Gomez joins us on the Splash Live, the new Orchard Lake Village Chief of Police, joining us on the program today as he replaced Bill Nicholson in that position, sworn in just a few weeks ago by Representative Noah Arbit, who represents the Lakes area in our state Congress and received his badge, as we mentioned, as we showed, from former Chief Joe George of the city of Orchard Lake Village. And Chief, managing the police department of a small town like Orchard Lake Village presents its own challenges. It's different from running a big city department or even a big suburban department, but given that you have so many other departments nearby and so much of our local communities are intertwined, what sort of challenges does that present to you, and how do you manage those being the chief of police in a smaller, close-knit city like Orchard Lake Village?
Well, in a small department, you have to do more with less. And I'm not saying that we couldn't lean on the larger departments, which we certainly do, but I don't have a staff to handle certain things. A lot of things I handle myself. And we're just used to that being in a small department. Again, like I mentioned, you just have a less number of staff around to complete certain tasks. So that can be a challenge. I also realize that I'm not absolved of my other duties here in the police department if it comes down to it. I'm ready, willing, and able to hit the road and fill in a patrol if need be, or assist with investigations, evidence processing, vehicle management, any and all of the above. So those can be some of the challenges. But the thing is, here we have a great group of people, and I can depend on all of them to get the job done.
The city of Orchard Lake Village's new chief of police, Jeff Gomez, joins us on the Splash Live today to talk about, of course, joining a new rank in the Orchard Lake Village Police Department, but also ongoing issues in the city. And Chief Gomez, this is not new to our local area and not necessarily all that common either, but we've seen recently some upticks in larceny from autos incidents, both in Keego Harbor. West Bloomfield has mentioned this as being an increased issue of late, and even your department posting on its Facebook page lately that this has been something that's been a growing issue. So what message do you have for the community in terms of how they can raise their awareness, but also the protection of their belongings in their vehicle themselves, or even their homes this holiday season?
Yes, as you mentioned, we have certainly seen an increase in these types of crimes. I want to reiterate that the greater West Bloomfield area is a very safe area, but we're not isolated from these types of incidents. So we're asking the public to just please assist us by turning on exterior lighting at night, locking your vehicles, taking any valuables out of your vehicles, and also with your home, setting your alarms. If you see something, say something, all the above. We don't mind sending an officer out to check the area. Even if it's nothing, we'd rather it be nothing, but we'd rather have an officer come out and check the area and verify that. So those are just some small things that the public can do to assist us in helping keep them safe or from potentially being a victim of a crime.
Yeah, having awareness of these steps that you can take is a huge part in, plays a huge role in preventing these crimes from happening in our communities. Chief Fitzgerald down the road from you in Keego Harbor has always said the line, crime of opportunity, when it comes to this. And that's really what this comes down to, is limiting or eliminating altogether the opportunity for criminals that may be looking to get into your vehicle or steal items or get into your home from having those opportunities to see something that they could take and potentially run away with. And so that's always good advice from our local police departments. Chief Jeffrey Gomez joins us from the Orchard Lake Police Department on today's edition of the Splash Live, having just been promoted to chief a few weeks ago and already off to a great start in the city of Orchard Lake Village. And Chief Gomez, it's no secret that in the past few years there's been some changes also to the facilities in the city of Orchard Lake Village. Particularly the police department facilities got quite the upgrade over the last few years off of that bond. How has that been a help to the city in providing the services that it needs to, from the police department to the city, and especially given that, as you said, it's a small department, a lot of people have to take on a lot more duties than maybe they would in other police departments to make up for that? How did having those facilities up to date really help in putting that effort full forward and at 100% capacity?
Oh, the new building has been great. It's instrumental in that mission. It provides a safer environment for us to do our jobs. We're not walking prisoners in from outside anymore. We have a secure area to bring them in through a sally port that's not exposed to the public. Prior, in the old setup, I'm sure you remember that you could see the booking area from the front desk. It was a safety hazard. Not only from a safety standpoint, also risk management, all the above. We just need to make sure that we're doing the right things in a modern police department. The other thing that really helps out is having our vehicles stored inside. They're secure. They're outside of the elements. They're ready to respond at a moment's notice. We don't have to clear snow and ice off. We don't have to wait for cameras and computers to boot up to operating temperature. They're just ready to go. So it's, from a safety standpoint, those are really key elements. And we've also expanded to include workout facilities for the officers, which is good. We want to promote health amongst the officers to be able to do their jobs out on the street. And as far as, like I said, the lockup facility, it's required in a modern police department. We have secure facilities to keep people separate now, and that's been really a key element.
Chief Jeffrey Gomez from the Orchard Lake Village Police Department joins us on the Splash Live today as we help to introduce him to the greater community as he begins this new role of higher leadership in the Orchard Lake Village Police Department. Chief Gomez, before we let you go, there's been so much discourse over the past several years about the role of police departments, about public safety and law enforcement in our communities. What is your philosophy on the ideal role of a local police department in a city like Orchard Lake Village and in a close-knit community like we have here in the greater West Bloomfield area?
Well, it centers on community service, Tyler. We're here to go above and beyond for our residents, and I expect that. We always have, and I expect that to continue. It goes well beyond just responding or taking a report. Whatever the community needs, I expect our officers to do it. And they understand that. Yes, there's been a lot of focus on tumultuous relations between the community and the police nationally. I feel isolated, not isolated. I feel like we don't have that problem here. Our community supports us and we support them. And we're blessed to be in a community that has a type of dynamic. Our officers there's a standing order that they are to be patrolling every subdivision street as long as they don't have other runs or other things going on, and it allows us to interact with the public. Here in Orchard Lake, we used to seeing the same faces, and they get used to seeing us and develop relationships and rapport with people. I look forward to, once the transition kind of settles down, to me getting out in a patrol car and seeing some of the residents I haven't seen in a while since I've been off the road. So, all good things.
Yeah, all good things indeed, and definitely another example of what the philosophy has been really across the board with all four of our local police departments here in the greater West Bloomfield area, and good to also hear that same philosophy continues in the city of Orchard Lake Village as you take over as Chief of Police. Chief Gomez, anything else you'd like to say before we let you go today?
No, I think that's all. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Glad to have you on as well. You can find more information on the City of Orchard Lake Village's website. And of course, you'll see Chief Gomez and others from the Orchard Lake Police Department out and about all throughout the City of Orchard Lake Village each and every day. And give them a hello from us at Civic Center TV, and let them know that you congratulate their new police chief on his promotion in the Orchard Lake Village Police Department. We'll take a break on the Splash Live. More of your stories from your hometown on your community media coming up. Stay with us. The Splash Live continues after this.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. This is Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. On cable and the radio. On the web too, and on social media. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew a girl so smart, so responsible, she must be a keeper.
When you have a gambling problem, you have a money problem. Don't let your gambling cause you financial hardship. If you or someone you love is struggling with gambling, we can help. Get free confidential counseling and win your life back. Learn more at michigan.gov/problemgambling.
Missed one of our live broadcasts or one of your local municipal meetings? Check it out online at civiccentertv.com. Every meeting, show, and interview on demand. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. And now, back to The Splash, live.
Welcome back to The Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show. Monday through Friday, every day your work week. The latest news that's close to home in the Greater West Bloomfield area is on your TV screen and on your radio on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. It's your #1 source for the latest news and information directly out of your hometowns in West Bloomfield, Keego Harbor, Orchard Lake Village, and Sylvan Lake. I'm Tyler Kieft alongside Dayan Chaaban, and we're welcoming a new face to the Greater West Bloomfield community in a leadership position. Temple Kol Ami recognized Rabbi Natalie Shribman over the weekend, installing her as one of the new rabbis at Temple Kol Ami. On Facebook, Rabbi Shribman made a statement about her new journey beginning over the weekend, writing, quote, "What an amazing installation weekend. I'm gratified by the support I have received during my installation weekend. It was great to have everyone included. I truly felt the joy of Hanukkah throughout this weekend," end quote. It's a lovely way to begin a new journey in the middle of a holiday, and really truly at the midway point, 4 days into the 8-day-long holiday, welcoming a new member to our local religious community in a leadership position, Rabbi Shribman joining Temple Kol Ami, as we have a vibrant religious community here in the Greater West Bloomfield area, Diane. So many different faiths are represented in the Greater West Bloomfield area, and so many different houses of worship, and they often are coming together. One of the most vibrant local community organizations is the West Bloomfield Clergy Association and Community Forum, where people of all these different faiths in our community, leaders of all these different faiths, our rabbis, our pastors, our imams, and so many more come together to talk about the issues of our local community and ways to bring our local faith community together. And I'm sure Rabbi Shribman will be welcomed with open arms into the Greater West Bloomfield community.
Congratulations to Rabbi Shribman first and foremost. And Tyler, as you mentioned, we do have a very beautiful, vibrant religious community, and everybody is so welcoming and accepting of each other. And this is what I love about our community. You see people from different backgrounds coming together, whether it's different ethnicities. We've seen the Chaldean and their Chaldean community churches get involved with the community. We've seen different Jewish temples get involved with the community, and as you mentioned, also imams. So it's truly beautiful to see them come together, especially with what's happening in the world right now. So we are very grateful for our wonderful, very diverse community right here in the West Bloomfield area.
Yeah, all that's going on in the world with debate and even battle between people of different faith backgrounds. It is really good to see in our local community in many different ways that people of different faiths, different backgrounds, different points of view do come together so often in our Greater West Bloomfield community. That definitely on display, and a very welcoming community for someone in need of a welcome to our community, and Rabbi Shribman over at Temple Kol Ami. Across the community, Diane, people getting into the holiday spirit, including holiday lighting, and that is certainly the case this week. A busy week ahead for those in Sylvan Lake.
The lighting, Tyler, as you mentioned, the lighting holiday season is back in the prettiest little city in Michigan, in Sylvan Lake, and it's gonna the there's going to be judging on the lighting. It's going to happen Sunday, December 17th across town. There's different categories for judging for the best lights. People are going to be judged for the best multicolored lights, best white lights, most artistic, best tree lighting, and the best neighborhood lighting overall, best Christmas scene, and living Christmas card. So there's a lot going on, Tyler, and if people are interested in being a judge or getting involved in a group together or as a person, you can call or email the City Hall. You can call the City Hall at 248-682-1440 or email them at cityhall@sylvanlake.org. Again, it's 248-682-1440 or email them at cityhall@sylvanlake.org. So much going on, Tyler, and there's an opportunity for you to be with your group and with your neighbors, getting together to do these wonderful lightings throughout the holiday season, or be a judge of these wonderful lightings as well.
Yeah, and they're encouraging neighbors to get together. One of the categories in the Sylvan Lake Holiday Lighting Contest is best neighborhood. So get together with your neighbors, coordinate one home to the other down the street maybe or around the cul-de-sac, and put together a really interesting light show to put your neighborhood possibly atop the ranks and get the bragging rights for the next year in the prettiest little city in Michigan. Holiday light judging will happen this week, Sunday, December 17th. So just a few more days left to get all that in order for competition this season. And at the very least, if you're not a winner of that competition, you can always be on display across the Oakland County area with holiday lights all throughout this season. Oakland County recently launching an interactive holiday lighting map through its blog on oaklandcountyblog.com. Here you can learn more information on oaklandcountyblog.com about entering your pictures and your holiday lighting display into this interactive map. On your screen on CivicCenterTV.com is all the information that you need. You just scan that QR code at the top right of your screen on CivicCenterTV.com, and that will take you directly to the website where you submit information about where your holiday lights are. You can give your name and information or the name of your lighting display, and then if that is approved by Oakland County's blog team, they'll put you on that interactive map so that people that want to see beautiful holiday lights in West Bloomfield, Keego Harbor, Orchard Lake Village, and those lights under that competition in Sylvan Lake, they can find them in the greater West Bloomfield community and in so many other areas all throughout Oakland County. Again, more information on oaklandcountyblog.com as these lighting displays are up and about throughout the Oakland County area. So many prolific lighting displays are out and about all throughout the holiday season. We think about places in our downtowns like Rochester Hills and Rochester, in downtown Clarkston and Birmingham, and even going down Orchard Lake Road in West Bloomfield toward Farmington Hills, right around the Orchard Mall. They always light up the trees and the displays at the mall every single year and put the community into the holiday spirit. Again, oaklandcountyblog.com to find the latest information on all the great holiday lighting displays throughout our county, and scan that QR code on your screen on CivicCenterTV.com to put your holiday lighting display at your home or your business or in your community on the Oakland County Blog's interactive lighting website as well. We'll take a break on the Splash Live. On the other side, an exciting holiday event coming up in just a couple of days that will benefit a lot of people's health this holiday season. Plus, more stories from West Bloomfield, Keego Harbor, Orchard Lake Village, and Sylvan Lake. Your local news that's close to home will return in just a few minutes.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. Want to enjoy Civic Center TV on your social media? Find us on Instagram at Civic Center TV. Get notified when we upload one of our interviews, full episodes, and more. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. Take a break and tune in to the Splash Live on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. Join Tyler Kieft and Dayan Chaaban as they go through headlines, events, and update you on the day-to-day in Oakland County. Catch us live weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Watch us on demand at civiccentertv.com. Or watch us on TV at Comcast Channel 15 or AT&T at Channel 99. Find local municipal meetings at our program schedule on civiccentertv.com. Find when your meetings air live or when they're replaying on our Civic Center TV live stream. Find it all at civiccentertv.com and click schedule at the top of the screen. And now, back to the Splash Live.
Welcome back to the Splash Live on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. It is your number one source for news across the greater West Bloomfield area, keeping your local stories close to home in Keego Harbor, Orchard Lake Village, and Sylvan Lake, as well as West Bloomfield. I'm Tyler Kieft, alongside Dayan Chaaban. We thank you for always joining along with us on Comcast Channel 15 and AT&T Channel 99 on cable television, on the radio on 89.3 Lakes FM, on social media, on Facebook at Civic Center TV 15 and YouTube at Civic Center TV, and always finding more information on our local programming on civiccentertv.com. A really fun event is coming up later on this week, just a couple days away. It's the 8th annual Not So White Elephant Holiday Party from the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. That is happening on Wednesday, December 13th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at an up-and-coming fan favorite restaurant in the Greater West Bloomfield area. Aurora Italiana on Orchard Lake Road is the host for this year's event, and this is a special holiday celebration that the Chamber has put on. A really creative way to go about this, too. So, when you attend the event, you bring a gift that is worth at least $20, new or a regifted item, wrapped and all ready to go, and you essentially are donating that to the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. Then, at the event, they raffle off all of these gifts. It is a live auction on each and every one of these, and a silent auction on some of them. You don't know what's in these packages. You are auctioning these off. There's a raffle also for some of these items as well, and all of those proceeds then go to support a local charity every single year. This year, what the charity that the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce is supporting is the Gary Bernstein Community Health Clinic. They provide healthcare services to people that are underinsured or uninsured in our local area, as well as our surrounding areas in Oakland County and beyond in southeastern Michigan. This is a huge effort to provide people with necessary healthcare coverage. That's primary care provider services, that is dental services that are so necessary for all of us, and many of us may take for granted having health care coverage. For those that don't, this can go a long way. So here's how you can participate. Members are invited to the event and can show up to the event for free, basically only by bringing a gift that's worth at least $20. For non-members, they're encouraged to bring a gift as well as $50 cash for a donation to this charity, and you can register to attend still on their website right now on westbloomfieldchamber.com, or by sending an email to register to wbloomfieldchamber@gmail.com. wbloomfieldchamber@gmail.com, where you can also purchase your own raffle tickets. If you getting into the event, you already have one raffle ticket from your $10 to attend, and then you can get additional raffle tickets for $10 a piece. Diana, a really fun evening, great food, a great environment, a lot of friendly people, and what's best about it all is it all goes to support a local charity.
Of course, Tyler, I must say, all the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce's events are usually so much fun and so super beneficial to our businesses and to our community as well. So many great things happening. People are definitely going to enjoy their time, whether you are from a member or a non-member. I definitely urge people to join in and enjoy this wonderful evening. You'll also be helping out, again, people in need in our community and funding the Gary Bernstein, which concomitantly helps people in our community. So a great event, great environment, as you mentioned, Tyler, and great networking, also chances for all these businesses.
Yeah, it is, and there's other great opportunities coming up as well, whether or not you attend this week at Aurora Italiana. Again, that is Wednesday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. in West Bloomfield Township, and you can learn more on westbloomfieldchamber.com. And if you're marking your calendars for something to do early on in 2024, a great way to support our local kids is with the West Bloomfield Educational Foundation at their annual casino night. Diane.
Of course, Tyler, and they can do that by attending, as you mentioned, the West Bloomfield Casino Night, which is happening on Friday, February the 2nd, 2024. It's going to be happening at the Glen Oaks Golf Club in Farmington Hills, and it's going to be $45 per ticket. Now, the ticket includes a lot of fun things, including a silent auction, a raffle, a lot of casino games, of course, bingo, a lot of music, appetizers, and, of course, dancing. So much fun going on, and all the proceeds from this event will benefit and will go to the West Bloomfield Educational Foundation. It will help them strengthen their curriculum, support additional training for their faculty, and enhance the educational resources available to them. And they will promote community awareness about the programs, the West Bloomfield School District's programs, and so many more, Tyler. We have seen the West Bloomfield School District thank the West Bloomfield Educational Foundation for their continuous support, and they did mention and acknowledge that they wouldn't have been super successful without the help of the West Bloomfield Educational Foundation. If you want to learn more about the casino night or the West Bloomfield Educational Foundation, you can visit wbef.org or visit the West Bloomfield Educational Foundation on their Facebook page at West Bloomfield ED Foundation. So again, it's at West Bloomfield ED Foundation on their Facebook page or at their website, wbef.org, for more information about this event and about all the great initiatives that they do to help the West Bloomfield School District.
Yeah, tickets for this event, Diane, are $45. They are available and on sale as we speak at wbef.org. And again, that's going to happen Friday, February 2nd from 7 p.m. until 11 p.m. at Glen Oaks Golf Club in Farmington Hills. A silent auction, raffle, casino games, so much more going on there. And you can always learn more information and get your tickets now on wbef.org. We'll take a break on the Splash Live. On the other side, more ways that you can give back this holiday season and plenty of other news throughout the greater West Bloomfield community. Stay with us. The Splash Live will return after this.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. Want to enjoy Civic Center TV on your social media? Follow us on Twitter at Civic Center TV. Get notified when we upload one of our interviews, full episodes, and more. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. On cable and the radio. On the web too, and on social media. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home. And now, back to the Splash, live.
Welcome back to the Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show. It's the latest news, information, and updates from right here in the Greater West Bloomfield community, keeping your news close to home in Keego Harbor, Orchard Lake Village, Sylvan Lake, and of course, West Bloomfield Township. I'm Tyler Kieft alongside Dayan Chaaban. Outward across the entire Oakland County area, a special Veterans Resources Fair is coming up this week in Oakland County on December 14th from 9 a.m. until 12 noon at the Novi Civic Center on 10 Mile Road. Resources available to veterans from throughout Oakland County will be on site. Oakland County Veterans Services hosting the event. They'll also have Oakland County Michigan Works to be there to talk about potential labor opportunities for veterans in our local community. Neighborhood and housing development will be there to talk about any rental or home ownership issues that may be affecting our veterans, plus health and mental health services there from the Veteran Affairs Suicide Prevention Group, the Gary Bernstein Community Health Clinic, and the Michigan Veterans Affairs as well. You can learn more information on this event coming up this week on December 14th by visiting oakgov.com or their Facebook page at oakgov. Dayan, these resources really important to understand for veterans, that there are supports, that there are resources and sources available in our community to find whatever they may need from Oakland County.
Of course, Tyler, it's a great way for these veterans to know more about all these different foundations that can help them and all these different resources, whether it's their veterans or their families. So another great event, another great initiative by the Oakland County. And also it's a great way for them to know more about some new things going on in their community as well.
Again, you can find more information on this Veteran Resources Fair by visiting oakgov.com or by visiting their Facebook page, facebook.com/oakgov. Plenty more stories from across the Greater West Bloomfield community each and every day. Keep your news close to home with us on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. Stick with us. The Splash Live will return very soon.